About 8.
Or 8. Oh boy.
Yeah,
and I
we
guess
can
also
make.
to note, 3 weeks is there and back or just there?
There and back.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, after the 4th hour, the difficulty penalty would be 2d4, and then every hour after that, we have to make endurance checks in order to stay, from getting tired out.
And also, don't forget the modifiers for speed. I mean, for environment.
Right. So if it's a bad road and if it's raining, it might be more difficult.
Well,
And it probably
Actually, let me double check that.
Phelan
What their
lands.
estimate's based on.
Phelan lands being notoriously treacherous.
Right.
Yeah.
Although
I mean,
oddly,
their roads are essentially dirt paths.
oddly though, none of these modifiers are for forests, which is what most of the Phelan territory is, from what I recall.
That's
Okay.
weird.
Somebody want to give me a cartography related check?
Let's see. I have no bonus towards that end, but I do have academics.
Sure. What does the cartography gift actually do here?
It would
D12.
give like a D12 to do maps and stuff.
And that would be what, an academics roll base?
Yep.
So would you like to assist me then?
Or be the one who
I
does
should
it?
probably
if you...
be the one that does the roll, because I do have the cartography gift.
Oh, goody. Then I'll go ahead and give you an assist bonus. Take a D8. If anyone else has a smarty pants, they could probably help too.
Max has the increased mind trait, so she'll say, let's see, where would that go? Am I smart enough to read a map?
I'm probably the dumbest one in this party.
Well, poorly educated.
No,
please.
well, no, I have no academics plus a D4 mind. I'm literally the dumbest you can be.
All right.
Yes,
Liz
Max
did not
is
screw
able.
things up for the party.
Yes, Max is able to read a map, so you get an extra d8.
I was educated in the school of hard knocks.
Okay,
Nice.
that's 4 successes?
Yep.
All right. I don't actually have a world map on hand, but according to my notes here, it is about 31 leagues, depending on whether you take. There's one part near Cathar Marius where the route that you can. The best route hits either a fork between mountains or swamps.
I got your rack.
About 10 leagues short of Cathar Marius. It's a total of 32 leagues, depending on which way you go.
Well, that
Send
means
back.
32 leagues is about 32 hours of travel. Which means if we were to take it 4 hours of travel a day without exerting ourselves, it would take us 8 days to get there and 8 days to return.
Is that including
That's not too bad,
penalties
then.
for road condition?
That's assuming, everything goes off without a hitch. I mean, if
Gives us like 5 days to stay out there, too.
Right, and if conditions go badly, then it might delay us longer. Or if we want to push ourselves, we can certainly do that. But yeah, if we go at a straight pace, it'll take 8 days to get there, 8 days to come back.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Far better than I was expecting.
And that is, of course, 4 leagues a day. Nobody ever gets tired.
Well, 4 leagues a day is you can do 4.
I'm just asking, like, what your years are based off, so I can note them here.
What's that?
How many leagues a day?
Page 148. It says players can stroll about 1 league in an hour.
going at, well, for the 8 days calculation, how many leagues are we making each day?
4.
4. So there we go. So 4.
So the distance 32 leagues a day. If we can do 4 leagues a single day, we'll be there in 8.
Wouldn't it just be 3 leagues a day? And then we have to roll to push it?
Yeah, the 4th one we would have to do a roll against 2d4. Otherwise, it would take us 10.6 days.
Dr. Caesar would probably be the weakest link there.
Well, no, it's
Very much so.
It's body and hiking versus 2d4, and I don't know about the rest of you.
Yep.
I don't have hiking. So that'd be 1 die versus 2d4.
Right. So
Dr. Caesar's rolling a d4.
I'm rolling 2d4, thank you.
Oh, yes.
well, it could be the case that
Skill.
it comes up as like a 2s or 3s. I mean, statistically, that's more common, I would think, but
I mean, it's a
But
good chance,
nevertheless-
right?
My interpretation of it when I was doing it before was you can push yourself that hour and tire yourself out even if you fail, I think. So you will always get at least the 4 if you
right,
try.
fatigue is, and you would be fatigued,
Right.
so you would start combat reeling.
Right. So as long anytime we
So it's
start
not bad.
combat reeling, yeah, so
I mean, we're gonna get a good workout either way.
very true. Alternatives, of course, Caesar could fly, but I don't know if that actually changes the roll at all. I don't think it does in my examination of it before.
And again, the actual environment changes how fast we move.
Right, exactly. So it could be the case where for the next 2 weeks it just has rain and the road gets full of mud and, or heck, even snow.
Man, does somebody have the weather sense check to tell us what?
Yes!
Oh
Somebody
boy,
give us a
do
forecast.
I was waiting for that. Here's your local bird forecast on the noons, I guess. Do 2d8. Do I get any extra bonuses on this? I don't think so. So here we go. Weather sense, a success. How's it gonna look?
2 successes, right?
I actually don't know enough about the canon weather, but the adventure doesn't call for anything special.
All right. So Caesar just sort of hand waves it all and kind of goes, well, it looks like it should be clear sailing for us for the most part.
So Little Bird tells you.
A little bird told us that it would be okay. But yeah, that's what we're looking at.
Well, at least it isn't the Weather Channel's Twitter account.
Well, that's kind of everything that Max can think of at the time, so she's geared up and ready and all set.
All right.
Question: Is there some sort of equipment we could get to assist those who are not used to hiking?
The rest of you know the system better. Anything?
Equipment-wise, I don't think so, no.
Oh well.
Yeah, that's more a Myriad song and further along. All right. Are we ready to begin?
I guess so.
Yep.
And I think it's observation for survival checks, right?
It does say by the equipment for like foraging. I'll see if I can find it.
Yeah, I'm
Alright.
just trying to find the exact role.
So the first day you set out, you don't actually get the full day's travel before you're interrupted.
Oh boy.
Ruh-roh.
Can everyone grab their token?
Do what with it?
Copy it because I'm about to move to a different screen.
We
Oh.
do not have that power, I don't think.
Yeah, I'll need
Or I'll try. So. So
I'll need Reject, Dawn, and Rob to be under my control so I can move them to the map whenever I need to, because all I've got right now is Neferu and Beck.
All right, I thought I set them. All right, I've grabbed everyone, so
Da 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 da!
all right. You have scarcely traveled out of sight of Harrow's Gate when a shrew on top of a hill stop shouts down, "Outlanders, know that you trespass upon Phelan land. Whether you have chosen to do this out of bravado or of folly is not my concern. It is my labor to tell you that you are no longer under the protection of your lords and ladies, your guilds and your constables. It is your misfortune that you are now to be taken by Delog and Dale and his veiled compatriots, to be shackled and led away to your new life, to toil for your new masters, the Fairland. Now lay down your arms and surrender to us, that your new life may begin swiftly and easily." And he motions for the mixed gang of followers he have to charge you. They're up on a hill to the south.
Well-
missing my bird on the map, by the way.
I'll go grab him.
Well, Max, having a defiant personality, will have none of this and say, "Ha ha ha! What rash
Hey.
stupidity do you think that you could possibly be one to stand up against us, you rabble of barbarian nobodies?"
And before we get too much into it, let's kind of place ourselves actually on the road.
Oh,
Okay.
I thought that
Oh,
was
is
a
that what
river.
that's supposed to be? Yeah, same.
I suppose Arcloid is technically in charge of the group tokens. You're the quote leader, so they're just a part of your company at the moment.
Oh, and could I have the rights to move Sam around?
Let's see.
Now, was Sam the rabbit or was Sam the dog?
Sam's the dog.
Sam was in charge, wasn't he?
Technically, I think. I don't know. I never really played Sam and Max, but
Neither
I
did
thought
I.
it was too good not to use.
But he always looked like the official one.
Yeah, he looked like the adult in the room.
The semi-straight man.
Whereas
All right,
that
you should have
no-good
permission
rabbit
now.
was up. Okay. So, Sam and Max would probably be the snipery types. So, we'll probably be near the back. But she would step forward to say, "Ha ha, no, you foolish rabble." Curse my defiant personality.
Yep. All right. So, general, see if anyone actually gets their focus on the first turn.
Oh boy, initiative.
Yay, 2 successes.
I got none, so I believe I just start with nothing, correct?
Right. And
Cool.
so long as you didn't crit fail, as I relearned in our Jade Claw sessions. For some reason, it was in my mind that if you didn't succeed, you got reeling.
Nope. If you don't get anything, you're just flat-footed. But
Right.
yeah, get ones, you're reeling.
I guess because it happened to me once. It's always in my head now.
Okay.
So is this a hill that they're on?
Yeah.
Okay. What's the elevation of it?
Um,
Is it like very steep or?
not that steep.
Okay.
Enough that their charge is, charging. All right. So you guys got your first action while he's doing his speech before he waves them into a charge.
Okay. Well, Max will ready a Fusel and guard, and Sam will also step to the side, ready a weapon and guard.
Caesar will draw out his wand and prepare Thunderclap. You'll only get one shot at it.
And by ready a weapon, I mean Sam will bust out his musket.
Ooh, that's a fair point. I guess I would have to get my wand out and then prepare to cast.
Did you get no successes? You got a success. You can.
I got a 6. Oh,
yeah.
okay, so...
That's your wand right there.
Right, that's what the success gives.
Yeah, you're like, I think a fight's gonna
There.
start. Oh, my wand's right here in my hand.
Alright. Okay. So prepare cast and... let's try out this new landslide spell you gave me last time. Where... Down... Sorry, does somebody have that on hand, or... Actually... Wait.
Right now, I'm juggling
Landslide
like 3
is
books.
body and digging.
Is that the same as... Okay.
But
Yeah. Here we go.
so you're using your action to ready landslide, right?
Yep.
Yep. So roll body and digging, and you need to declare where you're targeting it. Because it's an explosion, so you have to. And when I say explosion, that's just a radius.
Yeah, it's area effect.
Yeah.
Which makes sense for the middle of this whole scrub squad.
Right. So with an
Not sure if there's a
explosion
way I can
of
really...
near, it would hit all of them.
Perfect. Yeah, okay.
And they resist
did
with their
some-
speed and dodge versus 3, and you're counting the
Yeah.
number of successes.
Yeah, okay. Same roll. 3 successes. And yes, opposed by their dodge.
Yep, speed and dodge versus 3.
Their 5 means you only get 1 success on the first one.
Fair enough.
Well, he takes 3 damage, that guy. Because it's a damage plus 2 spell.
Soak. 2 damage.
So was
This
that
is
hurt and afraid?
So if you want
Yep.
to handle the rolls, I'll go ahead and mark them for you as we go down the list.
all right.
Looks like another 3 damage.
Yep.
But soaks 2 of it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought the 4 and the 5 was the evasion roll.
No.
Oh. Wait.
Oh, okay. Well, in which case, that's
Still 3 damage because the
no,
roll
it's
before it
5
only had a max of
damage.
3.
5 damage, and he soaks down to 3. Yeah.
All
Oh
right,
yeah, fair point. Sorry.
So reeling, hurt, afraid, and injured. That's another 2 damage.
You.
That's fine. Nothing happens on a botched
Oh.
dodge. Still 5, so 4. That guy is dying, isn't he? I guess I'll use that icon for dying.
Oh, do have a color for dying.
Alright, another 5. And nothing. That guy's dead.
Ouch.
Unfortunately,
real fast battle.
unfortunately, not overkill though, which would have really ended the fight. That's a 4, soaked to none, so another dying. Oop, clicked off of it. That's 1 damage. So reeling hurt.
Good. This encounter's not solved right before it begins.
Darn.
It's okay. I have my turn to explode
That's
them.
another dead one. Another 1 damage.
Jeebus.
2 damage. Uh, 3 damage. I'm sorry, did you roll twice already, or just once?
Twice.
Okay.
God, this
So
is.
for
Feel bad for them.
3 damage. And you have 1 more.
Yes. Unfortunately, that one has a name.
He also apparently has focus. That means he could
Yep.
interrupt to, you know, run away or something. Get out of the explosion radius.
Huh.
Yeah, I think he will.
Plot twist: this was just the this is just the ambush that we could see. He has a whole other group behind the
Oh
bushes.
God.
You know, do you think that would make a better encounter?
Hey, you're the GM, man.
Alright, 2 of them are dead. 1 is dying. No, 2 are dying. 2 are dying, 2 are dead, and the rest are very badly hurt.
2 of them are unafraid.
Yeah, 2 of them are still combat ready, but reeling.
All right, so the rest of you still get to go.
All right. Well then, Dawn and Rob will both be shooting that guy who just ran. That's the first one.
Dodge. Safe.
That's the second for Rob. All right, and now let me take a quick measure here, and my mounts can move a dash of 10. And okay, so Reject will move 10. Now Neferu will also move 10, but because she is focused, I will also have the mount dash. So I'll just roll that and add that to my base movement. Ooh, I get to move 12 this turn. And my last action will be to guard. And Reject will guard too because I forgot his second action.
Oh, we lost them.
And for Don and Rob, their first action would have been to reload before they shot because bows don't start loaded.
Testing.
I can hear
We
you.
can hear you.
Yep.
I can hear you.
Sorry, I lost that voice chat a little while back.
Oh, sorry. Don and Rob reloaded and shot. Reject moved and guarded, and Nefer moved and guarded and moved again.
All right.
Caesar.
I already declared mine before. This is still round 1, isn't it?
Yeah, you said you were still gonna unleash magic upon them or something. So I thought you still had
No,
that.
I put it into my wand in the first place.
No,
This is
well,
still
Right,
round
'cause
1,
he-
right?
yeah. Well,
Yep. So
I, I'm the last
I
one,
did that
right?
earlier. No, I already did that.
No, I said I'm the last one, right?
Oh, probably.
Well, then I'm gonna guard. I'm done.
And the mercenaries, as elites, they've got a movement speed of 5, right?
I can check 1 sec.
Well, elites are D8s, right? Or are they D10s? No, enforcers are D10s.
No, they're D8.
Yeah, so it's 4 plus 1 for stride, so yeah, 5.
Oh crap! I forgot how much my pet's movement is.
Elites can be found on page 256.
But yeah, I mean, if we're talking dash movement, then that would be...
And Samalin isn't even trying as he just saunters forward. All right. So, Diogdale exhorts his comrades. Something about whether they are going to prove themselves to be worthy of being a Fianna. So that is, what is his rally? I made the mistake of not actually copying down his full stats on a different sheet. So rally is just will, right?
Will and leadership.
Yep.
Yeah, he's no leader.
As a, yeah, there he goes.
Ah,
So you can rally somebody.
Does he not have troop leader? Because that would be the great gift to have right now.
Yeah, you'd have to have true leader for that, though.
Nope.
Less of a leader, more of the bully who got them together, I guess.
Yeah. Samalan can tell you more.
So which one did he rally?
I'm
Where's-
going for one of the least injured ones.
Oh. One of the least injured ones. Roll a distance penalty die, I think? Because only the very, very is
Kind of breaking
within
up a little
4.
bit, Elto.
Oh, you're talking range, right?
Yeah, I'm talking range. Is only the very, very nearest one who is injured within 4. The rest of them are, I
I
believe, up to
think
the D8.
the second nearest
penalty.
one,
Oh,
the one who
okay.
isn't
Um,
injured, might be close enough.
Technically, you can make the argument that the
That's a
dead
very-
ones are the least hurt because they're no longer alive to be hurt.
But rallying the corpse won't work.
You can't hurt things.
uh,
So, as a typical, he is going to try to do that same chain rally thing of mass charging. Let's see if it works. He got one. And
I guess they don't actually have to be worried about a landslide again, since that's a respite.
well, scattering is also just
No,
Yeah,
right, I
they might not
understand,
know words,
but
but
I would say if they
I
all
think-
use their one action to rally one another, they would have to worry about getting hit by a second landslide, but then I just had to double check, and landslide's respite, so...
fair enough.
Gotta pull out some real trickery to refresh respite gifts. In a combat, I mean. I did that with Fireball before, so I know it is possible.
What do you have to do that?
There's gifts that'll, like, say, refresh all your respite and battle gifts. But I think that's the higher tier, like, star level stuff. I can't remember exactly what it is. I just know it's a gift. Oh,
so
also...
they're
Start 'em on
basically
a-
standing still and trying to get there.
Let me just put something on the map here. Because now... I also forgot you created bad footing at a near radius where you hit.
Oh,
I think I've got something for that. Yep, here we go. Oh shit, where'd it go?
And the chain breaks.
But you can never break the chain.
Well,
There we go. I dropped some rubble on the map to indicate where the bad footing is.
Alright. One other guy who actually got away without being afraid, so he's going to try and start the chain again. Nope. Very
ooh.
Um, there's this other guy. The whole thing. And he's had enough. How much is movement reduced by the difficult terrain?
Half, isn't it?
Yeah.
And bad footing, by the way. Difficult terrain is D&D.
Still have a few more to move.
Let's just hope we don't ever fight a Brayhon or whatever. They can do Rain of Blood, which is like the most metal thing ever.
Ooh, yeah.
Like literally, like blood and gore starts raining from the sky.
What does that one take? Like necromancy or what?
No, that's a pagan gift. That's the
Oh,
pagan magic.
very
I think the
nice.
Brayhon are like the lawmakers or whatever, but yeah, it's Rain of Blood is a gift.
Book of Mysteries stuff.
Rain of Blood from a lacerated sky.
So metal!
I may have made that joke many times.
Actually. Change of how I'm setting this up. All right. All right, that should be them all.
Wait, did they actually move?
No,
Oh,
they
okay.
are trying to get their courage back.
You know, recover from reeling and rally.
They're all shaking their boots, going, "Come on, let's stick together, guys."
And some of them are sort of trying to scramble backwards, but can't actually get that far.
Fair enough.
I've been looking at the mounted rules. You get to declare that you're moving at full tilt to move full tilt.
Uh,
Go ahead.
do you have a mount, or is this for the
Yes.
flyer?
Neferu, Rujek, and my Robin Dawn all have mounts, but I ran, but I didn't declare I was running full tilt because I didn't want to yet. So I'm just seeing if it's something you declare, if it's just something that happens when you move at a certain speed.
Yeah, I don't know the rules well enough to tell.
Well, there's a full tilt gift that gives some of the rules for
Full tilt seems like a state you're in, more or less.
Yes, and I didn't know if it's one that you went in by running or by declaring it.
Like, I know when
And
you're flying, you're full tilt and you just kind of start drifting. I don't know what causes that for being on a mount.
I'll let you have it this time.
Well, I didn't run it this time. I figured I could run without it or dash with it, depending on if I declared it or not. At least that was my hope.
All
Full
right.
tilt movement seems to be a gift, so I would assume you'd have to activate it and move in that regard.
All right.
Oh, tilting. Game turns, you have to be in full tilt. Yes.
What is your mount?
It's a destroyer.
Also,
I know a Corsair can move full tilt.
if a
Full
mount
tilt
runs, is the
119.
rider
A destroyer
real?
may also move full tilt. Page 263.
It is a dash or sprint.
If the
Must
amount
also declare
goes,
full tilt.
if the
before you
amount
move.
goes reeling, generally you go reeling too, or vice versa. There's a special gift that makes that not true, but it's a gift.
All right. So are Neferu and Rujek reeling from?
Neither of them ran. The only one that ran was Beck the pet.
All right. So that's all of them. So I guess it's you guys again.
Looks like. Who'd wanted me to cause another explosion? Raise your hand.
I
Oh.
could shoot him and see if I can overkill someone.
Oh, I already got this loaded, and I don't think I can ever unload it technically, so it's gone for the day already. So I'll go ahead and start with that.
Yeah, just fire it off.
Alright, so it's going to be, I'm gonna aim and then do it, which will let me do well on the first roll, I believe. 1d8, and then plus another d8 for aiming.
And which one are you aiming on?
This is Thunderclap, so if I aim in the center, it'll hit 4 meters around it.
All right. So
All
I'd
of them.
say that the aiming doesn't apply if you're not aiming for one of them.
Okay, so maybe I'm aiming at this one right in here, and this. He's dead,
Okay,
isn't
that's
he?
the. Yeah.
This guy over here, then.
I attack the corpse.
This one seems like he's only something. So he's the main target, and then everyone around him.
All right.
It's literally landslide, but for lightning.
So he's resisting with speed and dodge. I forget how the resist checks exactly go, but it looks like I'm probably winning so far.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Seeing as they're double
I think it's
D6s.
a pose number of
Right.
successes, isn't it?
Same thing we did with landslide, basically.
Yeah, I just kind of already forgot because I'm dumb.
Oh, that's nasty.
Number of successes versus number of successes.
So that's a 5 damage roll. That's fair.
Actually,
Oh.
that's 6 damage,
Oh,
so that guy is
6,
overkilled.
you're right. They're all...
He's already dead.
Well, that guy is overkilled. That guy has 1 success, so he's taking 6 damage anyway, so he's dead.
God.
We've done the D&D equivalent of just fireballing them to death. But this is the power of having 2 mages side by side.
This is
Once
brutal.
a day, we totally destroy the encounter.
That guy's dying. That guy's dying. Another overkilled.
Jeez.
Another dead. Dead. Dead.
And last guy.
That's everybody. Yeah, no, that guy's out of range. Dello
Yeah, he is.
Gagag is out of range.
Just checking.
Which means that the overkilled guys don't affect anybody because everybody's dead. They're all dead, Dave. They're all dead, Dave. Dave, they're all dead.
All right.
Power of magic.
Magic is everything.
And the bandit leader is cursing at his dead companions.
Well, he doesn't have to curse for too long if I kill him.
All right. Who's up?
I guess I'll go. If nobody needs rally, then let's see. Beck will recover from reeling, stop guarding, and follow the fairy. The fairy will move up and attack the bandit leader.
He attempts to counter. Wow.
Holy shit.
Apparently he's distracted.
Whoa. Okay. Stop. He's already dead. God.
Jesus.
And he soaks 1 damage.
So, was he? Does he have some way to? Ooh.
So he took 5, so how much?
1.
So he's down to 4. So what would that be?
Dying. Pretty sure the battle is over. Somebody needs to stabilize him.
Or, don't. Yeah, your local Thalan expert just kind of shrugs and points out that they're just young toughs who want to be inducted into the warrior class.
Max will be like have watched like the elements just rip apart these poor bodies, like this madhouse like meat grinder going over there and like basically keel over and throw up. Good God, the horror.
Okay. Yeah, there are a group who want to prove themselves worthy of being a Fianna, the Thalan warrior class, according to Similin.
Well then, perhaps we should tell him back to his people since he failed.
Whoop.
Perhaps they chose the wrong group to ambush here, I think.
Clearly. Anyway, we've still got a day's march ahead of us.
Ah. Nice to have a few moments of fame.
I'd suggest that we bury them, but they're pagans. I don't know what to do. And I think the ground already did. This is scary.
Actually, that is a fair point. What is the burial customs of the Philan? I'm addressing this to the our resident expert.
Well, the resident expert gives you the answer, but I'd have to look it up.
It's probably some druid burning thing. I have no idea offhand.
Let's mix in a couple more elements here. Let me go ahead and start another fire.
Stop! They're already dead! I would suggest looting the bodies, but I'm sure they're like it'd be like you'd need a bucket. Like,
well, let's see. Lightning is generally classified as air and earth.
Oh,
So that just leaves fire and water.
So I can create a little bit of water, right?
Burn their bodies, then spit on them, I guess? I don't know.
well, we can create water when we cry tears of horror.
Oh, we got that already, so check that off.
GM notes. All right, make sure enemies don't spawn in a cluster.
Yes, that's a. If one of them had gotten overkilled, it would have set off the fear reaction. So, but even then, they died the harder of the two methods.
Yeah, the ones that ran did not get out of formation before they died.
Though to be fair, both the wizards have burned their once rest ability to do this.
Yeah,
On
so
the
unless we get
exact same
attacked again.
targets.
How busy do you think this overland trek's going to be?
That's a good question. We're gonna get ambushed 3 times in a day. Let's find out.
Oh
What is
no!
this, D&D?
Don't suggest.
Oh, you just wiped out a dozen people. Why not? Let's go for broke.
I mean, murder seems to be casual around here.
Kind of bold. Might I suggest perhaps one of us hold back next time, just in case there happen to be more? Perhaps stagger this out a little bit.
Alright, which one of these guys
Fair
was the Rinaldi Prant?
Why don't you feel free to hold yours back a little bit? Well, no.
You see that second one from the left?
Mhm.
Turns out he was kidnapped as a child and forced into the service.
Yeah,
He has a
In future
horrible
combats.
backstory that we'll never learn. This
No,
guy,
no. This is just a judge how powerful your characters are in combat. Note taken.
this guy over here, he's got 5 kids at home. He was forced into this because there's no other way for him to bring food. He kissed them all goodbye and said he loved them when he left.
This one,
Gonna prove himself to be a warrior.
his name was Joe.
Well, he's a
They
Phelan,
were-
so it's like Joe blah 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 blah.
Kalia.
This one has 48 unread letters on his desk. He never
Desk.
planned to get to them.
All about people that he had wronged in childhood and was planning to apologize for because he had turned a new leaf in his life.
Yes,
Wow.
you're awful people. Let's move on.
I'm not awful. I literally didn't even move a step.
Well, Max is going to say a prayer to Eloise and I guess tentatively look over if they have anything worth taking.
Eloise? You mean Suleiman?
Well, Salome is the religion. Eloise is like Jesus, essentially.
I thought Eloise was the name of the rabbit lady we played with.
Uh,
I am very
don't think
confused.
so.
Oh, Heloise. Sorry, that's what you're talking about. Okay. I got you.
Eloise,
Sorry. My brain is fried. So I'm still dealing with a lot of hurricane prep.
No worries, no worries. But yeah, I'm not gonna bother with the overkilled ones, but do the non-overkilled ones have anything worth taking of value?
They're typicals from a nation that doesn't really believe in currency.
Yeah.
However, Dalog does have a suit of slightly worn chainmail.
So here's the thing, though. As was stated very early in the session, I think, they have no conception of currency, but they do tend to weave coins into their armor. So, do they just
These
not
guys are
appreci-
not yet warrior class.
Yeah, these aren't warriors, so they're yeah.
Yeah,
They want to be warriors. They aren't yet.
they don't like shiny things, though.
Onward to the next group of school children we intend to kill.
Yeah, this was just like one guy opened his mouth and insulted us, and the field trip that his kids were on was ruined.
Actually, Mr. Teacher has 20 denarii on him.
Holy cow!
Chainmail and a mace.
This guy was like, "Hey kids, stand back a second. I gotta yell at these foreigners that are walking through our land." And you guys were like, "Fuck that."
Well, since Max downgraded to leather, if there's no objections, she would like to pick up the chainmail that he had.
That's fun.
Sounds good.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
it's for a body D10 shrew, but
Well, yeah, she can get it refitted, but I'll take it.
In
All
fact, I'm thinking we might sell the chainmail I saved for Reject because he'll never have the body to carry without being burdened.
all right.
What weapons were they carrying?
Clubs, primitive weapons. The adventure doesn't give stats for them beyond typical.
Wow.
We've encountered the leaping wizards of Ironclaw. Jumped out of a bush unprepared for the fight they entered into.
They never intended to live long, I suppose.
No. All right. Anything else you want to take care of before you leave them?
And if we didn't literally burn the bodies, now might be the
Wait,
time
no,
to
before you burn the bodies, do any of them have any trinkets on them?
Uh,
Not talking about
Small-
items of worth, just items of maybe personal value.
yeah, they'll probably have like stones woven into banes, small talismans.
I'll take a talisman.
All right.
I'll give you good luck, exactly as much luck as he had.
It's not about that. It's about when we encounter the group that you guys have escalated us into that's going to be so insurmountable. I'll at least have some sort of Phelan symbiology to pass back on. Like, I'll shove my own religious symbol down my shirt and bring out, I'm Benny from The Mummy.
Well, Max will take the opposite approach, where she'll stand over the bodies and say a prayer to Heloise, saying they were misguided and they didn't know any better, and please don't put their souls in eternal torment.
Caesar, while setting the burning going, will mutter a small prayer to himself. It's like, I hope this doesn't reflect poorly on me later.
All right.
I will help however I can, seeing that their bodies are
So I figured this is going to take about 2 hours, but not something that's really going to take time out of your marching times. Most going to take time out of your setting up camp time. Since you're only about an hour out of Harrow's Gate.
This group of assholes was marching around an hour away from Harrow's Gate to insult
Yeah,
people.
pretty bold, yeah.
Yeah, scarcely out of sight, just past a hill.
Undeniably stupid is what it was.
I'm not
Some
arguing
might,
with that.
more politely call it bold, but I get your point.
Yes, bold, Sanawan.
But yeah,
It's
so
just
let's-
2 big quotation marks around that, please.
I mean, I gotta wonder how far away we are from the farmland that has required to support Harrow's Gate, and these people were still next to.
Well, they weren't going to very much become warriors if they just attacked the farmers, were they?
I mean, the farmers have some loot, but travelers have the good stuff.
Travelers, you can say a good story about that one.
But we're obviously a band of mercenaries. I mean,
Heavily armed and armored in quite a large group.
and these guys got within basically short range of us before challenging us. This is, oh god, these people.
well, this is the Darwin Award then. Either way, press on.
And since we're gonna try making that 4 hours a day, I guess we need to make those exhaustion rolls.